550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding niggas out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably $sign. Got the energy to win it, my nigga, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. Wanna see me fall, I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, 12 can't really stop shit, so I'm still pushing like a mosh pit. Ice dripping, think I'm hot shit. In a yellow bucket with the mop stick. I've been jugging jams like wholesale. Everything must go sell. Hitting bitches with the oh well. Need 100 milli on the low scale. On my worst night, I'm the best nigga. Wouldn't mess with you, couldn't cap to him. Homie spotted me like 700, brought 1100 right back to him. If I can't do it, then it ain't real. I just make dollars, I don't make deals. I've been going hard in the paint, still blowing kush clouds till I can't feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Got 5 on it.
Yes, sir. No, I am live. Yeah, I'm just about to get on 662 people. Nope, 662 people. I'm in. Can you hear me? $622 people. What's good? Yo, yo, yo. Sorry. What's good, people? What's happening? What are we saying, guys? Sorry about that. Right. Tonight, we're going to kill the music. We got important stuff to discuss. Yeah? We got important... Boomer moment. You got that right, man. What's going on? Mr. Dub. Francisco, how you doing? Avatar Boss Doe, Sonny Biggs, Jim Barnes. The wisdom, eh? Man. The irony of it. Kevin. Can you all hear me clearly, yeah? Roxana, how you doing? Gailu, how you doing, my friend? Nah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. The support is mad. Okay, then. Clear? Happy days. All right, just wait for a few people to come in because I know there's a couple of people that are waiting to come in. So, let me just start it off here. How many people traded today? What's going on, Josh? I did me. Put 1 if you did. 1 if you did, 2 if you didn't. I need to see what the dynamics of what's been going on. Vasily, how you doing, my friend? Bro Ghost, good. 1. Okay. Wow. Crypto Casper, I'm due to respond to you, my friend. You sent me a long message. I'm going to reply to you accordingly, brother. Bear with me, man. Okay, then cool. Next question. All right. How many people got liquidated today? This is going to piss me off. Type 3 if you got liquidated today. And be honest. Type 3 if you got liquidated. $70 out of 80 trades, bro. That is 78 out of 80 trades. That is nuts. I'm seeing freeze, man. I'm seeing freeze. Not happy. Good. Be my lord, how you doing? Nope. RTZZR, thank you for today, bro. I saw your comment, man. You weren't a happy chap. Oh, God. Okay, cool. True. And if you did do well, if you traded and you didn't get liquidated, well, that would have come across with number one. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Boomer moment. Guys, like what we're going to discuss tonight, you know, it's although today was a little bit of a crazy day, the best way to put it. I mean, Bitcoin, and this is what's going to scare the life out of you guys, okay? This is what's going to scare the life out of you when you understand little things, right? That just, like last night when we took this candle here and we looked all the way over here and the green candle came to a T, okay? So watch this. I'm going to get straight to it, but firstly, oh yes, Mike Dutch was faded last night on the podcast. Yeah, Mike Dutch today. Mike's not going to be going live tonight, just to let you know, guys. He won't be going live. All right, so I'm going to be spending a bit more time with you guys tonight. But he's just managed to get himself the full whack podcasting equipment. Okay, so I think he's easily spent $1,100. He's gone full whack. So you guys are going to get the most crispest sound in those podcasts. So Mike's made the commitment. Well done. Oh, crypto. He had you drinking, yeah? Yeah, I'm going to expand my screen, guys. Don't worry. We're going to get into it. Okay, then. Cool. Alexander, man. Thank you so much, bro. Quick question. Could Bitcoin be creating a new line of resistance around 51.52 to then drop again? Well, I've not understood anything. I haven't done any trades, just watched the market. But I did it buy some coins as future investments. Alexander, thank you very much for that question, my friend. Didn't have to be so much though, man. But thank you. I'll answer that question for you now. Okay. Before we carry on, guys, as long as everyone's good today, yeah? Are we well? Are we happy? Can you explain? Okay, so explain the 2-hour rule. So what I'm going to do, okay? You hate the delay. Nah, man, there's no delay here, man. There's no delay. There can't be any lag. Excellent condition from my end. Gemini. Little do you know. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, then. Let's get to it. So first, I'm going to address Alexander's question. All right. Could Bitcoin be creating a new line of resistance? Firstly, I'm just going to say what's up to everyone that's coming to the stream. All right. Forgive me if I haven't acknowledged you and I haven't seen your comments. Okay. But I'm going to get straight into it and start talking about Bitcoin's crazy ass move. Well, it wasn't really a crazy ass move, to be honest with you. And I'll explain why in a short second. So here we go. Right. Cool. Hour time frame. We're going to bring it back to basics. Why do I use the hour time frame? Simple. It's the hour cycle. You know, the cycle in line with the patterns. It's you find the better cycle on the hour time frame. Don't use the 4-hour time frame. It takes too long for cycles to establish. Okay. Remember, banks, market makers, they do things by the hour. All right. Every new hour candle, there's a new movement. All right. The 4-hour candle just is a collection. All right. It's a collection of events. All right. Whereas the hourly is the build up to those events. All right. It's you see those events playing out rather than just seeing one long green candlestick on the 4-hourly. You're seeing, 4 candlesticks on the hourly, and you're able to determine, the strength of that candle. All right. The 15-minute time frame is the entry. All right. That's where we find our patterns, because you can have an hour cycle with a pattern, and you can also have the 15-minute time frame with cycles and patterns within. So remember, there's more cycles within the 15-minute time frame than there is in the hourly, but you make your judgment on the basis of the hourly. That's not to say, all right, let me just bring the chart up here. That is not to say you can't factor in the bigger cycle here. Okay, you can see that there's one big W here. All right, granted, this long leg to the downside, this second leg, is very extended. All right, I mean, it's in line with, it's only a 1 times ADR nearly. Okay, it's the average daily range is the distance from the low to the previous first leg. All right, but it all depends on what price does, because where price is right now, which is there, okay, it's not too far away. Marius, how you doing? So, but we'll see how that plays out. Now, in light of Alexander's question, are we seeing a new line of resistance around 51, 52? Well, look at what happened last night. What we said last night. We said that Bitcoin could actually hit the 50K mark and even go down to the 49, which were deemed as the range weekly low, which is down here. All right. And the range daily low, which was here. All right. The range daily low, well, it finished down there, but that was the range daily low there, 50,533. I don't like talking about price because I don't care about it. All right. But just for demonstration purposes, so you guys are aware of what's going on. All right. So that's exactly what she did. We did say last night that that could happen. And remember, guys, if you can't accept that anything can happen, this game is not for you. Straight up. All right. If you're coming into the game on the basis that, yes, you can predict a pattern to a T, or you can predict where price is going to go, all right, just off the whim, like you get across the whole of the social media, Bitcoin to 300K, Bitcoin to this, Ethereum to that, ADA to this, it's nonsense. All right, there's no context. You're looking for confluences to come together. Certain events need to play out before another event can occur. Equilibrium. All right, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so do I think there's resistance at the 51, 52? Alexander, it's simple. I look at what price is doing right now. All right, how far is it away from 50? How far away is it from 52? Well, we're near enough there now. All right, so we're only going to know that question if it either pulls away from that zone or to the downside, or it continues back up to the upside and test the moving averages and let us know exactly what's going on. All right. See, this is what you need to do. You can't focus on price, because when you focus on price, there's a commitment then. There is this obligation to make sure that because you believe or you foresee that Bitcoin is going to move to a certain price, your justification for that price is on what basis? because that price generally has been spoken about? Or what variables have come together to give you the reason to believe that the 51 or the 52 is going to come into play? Granted, you can see it's coming away from the lows and it's pulling back now. In the next 2 hours, that might not be the case. So all I like to do is this. We look at the where price is and we say, okay, Bitcoin, where are we at? So we've got the 800-day EMA. All right, that's flat. The 200-day and the 50-day are pointing downwards. We know that patterns form below moving averages if they have the intention to complete them and move to the upside. We have to also consider where we are in the cycle. All right. Now, for the purpose of demonstration, how many people are completely new to the channel and have no idea about trading? All right. You're new to trading and you're just getting into it. It's really important. I'm not going to go in those stories. I'm just going to go into the cycle. All right. So give me a 1 if you're completely new to the channel and you are new to trading, full stop. Not new, but no idea. Marius. Okay, Marius. We'll see what we can do with that, man. Bitcoin mob. I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, the reason why I have the music in the background so that it can dampen the fact that I do vape. I do need the inhaler. Okay. 1.5. So you don't know if... Okay, you kind of know about trading, but you don't. You don't have to be new to know nothing. This is a complete mind reset. Fair enough. I do know to smash the like. It's all good, man. Fury or Joshua? Fury, by the way. All day. All day Fury. That's another story, man. All day. All day Fury. I don't care what anyone says. He's the lineal champ. But I'm not going to get into that. All right, cool. So, this is where we go now, okay? Human behavior can be predicted. Well, let me break it down to you simply then. I guess the average person that works a 9-to-5 job, give or take, depending on their travel or their commute, what time are they usually waking up? On average, I guess 7 a.m. is the sweet spot. So we can predict that most people wake up early in the morning, yeah? Everyone wakes up early in the morning before work. That's easily predicted because that's what people do. So when we classify what can or can't be predicted, we have to consider the behavior. And there is 1 or 2 types of behavior that we can predict in this game. We can predict fear and we can predict greed. Why? Because we see it playing out in our eyes. Drop, drop, drop. Yeah? A zone holds, rise, rise, rise. Now, the key thing is timing. The timing is something that is difficult to predict. You can't time an entry. You don't know if you're going to get in. There's no such thing as of course, PC Shed, 5 a.m., the sweet time. Yeah? You can't predict the right time. You can't predict the right entry, but it can be pretty fucking accurate. Yeah? So, why did I ask about the new guys? Guys, we are looking for cycles. That's what we want. All right? The cycles are the basis of this strategy, and granted, it is one of the hardest things to determine in this game, because you can have an extended cycle to the upside, to the downside. You could have an extended level 1, extended level 2. You can effectively see look at this here. Look how this throws people off. Principally, we know the M formation, all right? We've got a drop. Always, whenever we determine a pattern, we always look for the first move away from the zone, which is the second leg. All right? And there you go. The second leg price pulls away from the zone. We anticipate that price is going to come back to the moving average. All right? That's exactly what happened here. So we have drop, retrace, level 1. Okay? Cycle 1, level 1. Drop, retrace, but then look what happens. It pulls back. You're of the impression that this is level 2. So this zone right here is level 2. But then look what happens here. So this was effectively a small stop hunt, drop, continuation, level 2. All right? You want the levels to show clear attempt by the market makers to try and come away from the zone to induce the traders that one thing is happening against another. All right? But what also they do, they help you see pattern. So can you trade that? Of course you can. All right? But through proficiency, you will see these sort of things and you'll be able to trade them. So you could say to yourself, okay, rise level 1. All right? I'm expecting another move to the downside. Cool. That happens. Price drops. It forms a low. It comes back to the 50-day, retraces and holds. You look at it and say, hold on a second. I can see a pattern. And this is the pattern that we were talking about this week. So there you go. You got a W right there. Okay? Is that possible to trade? Most definitely. It did get traded by most people. All right? Most of the guys in the Discord took this trade. Rise, rise, rise. 200-day moving average resistance. Okay? Confluence is level 2. So we were blessed with not just a clear move like this level 1 where it was a drop, retrace, continuation. We were actually given a pattern here. All right? Valentino, you know Opticlar. He calls bull run over. Comments. Have fan base. I don't even know who that guy is, bro. Straight up. Yeah? I don't know. And to be honest with you, the only people that I know in the cryptocurrency space, okay, is Crypto because I think he's hilarious, and BitBoy. That's it. Don't know anyone else. All right, I know CryptoFace. I know of these guys because people ask me, do you know who these guys are? I'll say I have heard of them. Have I dived into their channels? No. All right. I didn't know what Market Cipher was till 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Cool. So let's get straight to it. The level 2. Be my Lord. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Be my Lord. Yeah. Sorry, I did. Boomer. Shit. All right. So, level 2, we had a pattern here. Peak formation down here, rise up, continuation to the downside. Now, there is one thing that I will tell you guys. All right. Granted, we do know that the W formation forms a W, rise up, level 1, level 2, level 3 peak formation, and it goes to the opposite side. But that's not always the case. And I'm sure you guys have worked that out now. The one thing that I can tell you is whenever you see a W formation, 8 out of 10 times, the second leg is going to present itself and the breakaway will happen. Usually it will either move to a moving average. So the nearest one would always be the 50-day and then the furthest one will be the 200, and sometimes you might have the 800-day, but that would be on the 15-minute time frame, not so much the hour time frame. All right? You can take those trades. You don't have to complete a full level 1, level 2, level 3 cycle. All right? Because look what happened here. Drop, rise, drop, W formation, level 1 rise. Now, this is the importance of the moving average. The moving average is going to give you the clue as to whether or not the level 1 is going to be cleared. Notice when I'm talking about here, look. Where are we? Look. Do you remember this? Level 1 end. Yeah? So this here is level 1 end. Why? Because we had a W formation, rise, retrace back to a moving average. Now, granted, the 50-day moving average was too close. All right. There is no reason why they couldn't continue back up. All right. But there were enough clues in this zone to tell you that they weren't going to do that. They favored lower prices. All right. So look, they broke down, came, stalled, broke down further, tried again, and went down and just completely lost the moving average. More importantly, the 200-day right here, the white line, it was flat. So there's no clear direction. 50-day was flat. No clear direction. The nearest zone that they could have taken price to was left. The only moving average was the 800-day EMA, and it didn't even come near it. Didn't even touch it. Came close to it, didn't touch it. All right. Now we know that that is the start of level 1, okay? Because price has come away from the zone. It only gets confirmed and ends when price breaks out of it, which is what happened here. All right. So it broke away from that previous zone. So back to where we are right now in the level 2 part. The way you determine whether or not you're in a level is if price comes down to the 50-day, because the 50-day will always be the base moving average. All right. Especially on the hourly and on the 15-minute time frame. Okay. If price completely breaks down from the 50-day moving average and comes back and retests and breaks away from the previous peak formation, you know your formation is invalid now. So you're not expecting a cycle back to the upside. There has been a reset and then you're looking for the next pattern. If price rises out of the formation, comes back and tests the 50-day moving average and confirms by bouncing away from it. So if you look at these two candlesticks right here, all right, look at these two candlesticks here, right? If this candlestick showed that there was confirmation that they favored higher prices, the next candlestick should have at least either pinned the low and come back up and closed higher, and then price should have risen progressively to take out the previous high to confirm level 1. And then we would have been working on level 2. All right. The greater the consolidation, once price comes away from the peak formation, as long as that consolidation stays within the peak formation and continues back up or back down, depending on if you're doing M's or W's, you then have a verified level. So do you now understand why it's kind of difficult trying to establish what a level is and what a cycle is? Because they can throw you off. Yeah? I agree. Last 12 months. I mean, look, this is not the first time, but the last time we touched the 800-day EMA, all right? The last time we touched it on the hourly was back in February, okay? But the 800-day EMA is the 200-day on the 4 hourly. So we only touched it. We didn't even touch the 200-day EMA on the 4 hourly back in February. We didn't even touch it. The last time we physically touched, sorry, that's March. There we go. The last time we physically touched the 800-day EMA on the hourly and the 200-day on the 4 hourly was in February. I mean, before that, when was the last time? Do you see price touching any moving averages here? Touching the 800-day EMA? The last time they did that, they did it twice. Look at that W formation right there. How does that perfectly play out? Look how it comes out. Rise straight out of the zone. That is your first level 1. In order for that level to be confirmed, price needs to break away from it. What do we see it doing? Comes back down to the moving averages, the 50-day and the 200-day. However, those were flat. Why? Because the move was ever so extended. All right? Now, the last time we touched the 800-day EMA was in January completely. All right? So we touched it physically in January. This is when I started the stream. Okay? What's up, Much? How you doing? I love people's sentiment. Do you know what? Even if we do fall below, even if we do fall below 50K, it doesn't matter. All right, if you're a holder, then you're going to be scratching your head. All right? But it doesn't matter for us. We're following a pattern. I have no... Do you think if I see a W formation, okay, do you think I'm going to be hesitant if a certain price isn't tapped? No, not at all. Right. Let me just sort this out. Move this over here. That's funny. Cool. Right. So do we get that? We've now hit the 800-day EMA, 200-day moving average on the 4-hourly. So we are left not in limbo, but we're waiting for the market makers to lay their hand. All right? Question. What's tomorrow? Clearly it's Friday. But what do we know about Friday? What do we know about Friday? Yes, Tremero, we did go from 20K to 4K. But in 2018, we never had institutional backing in the cryptocurrency game. I know I'm doing work tonight. I know I'm doing work tonight, man. Guys, don't put your... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Happy days. That's what I want to see. We anticipate it to be a profit day. What else is there tomorrow? I'm just going to go and get my batteries for my pipe. Futures, money day. Okay, so would you agree with me that tomorrow we're going to see a big influx of money coming into the market, yeah? Cool. Let me throw you off a little bit. Do you know how many people, right? Stop fucking working day. Do you know how many people are anticipating tomorrow? Yeah? Tomorrow, the pressure of interest, okay, of people coming into the crypto space, all right, is massive. Friday tomorrow may not be a profit day. They may actually just zone out and keep price in a fixated zone and keep you guys second guessing whether or not you should enter into a trade. Do you know how many times I've witnessed that? The amount of times where people put 2 and 2 together and say, oh, it's options day, expiry, okay, and we've also got, you know, other various events kicking off, okay? And then price doesn't do anything. Yeah? Look, Friday, pump day. Frump day. Frump day. Right? This is it. Look, the futures impact tomorrow only tells us that it's just money going from one pot to another. All right? Now, this is it. Alexander, yes, this is it. This is what we're waiting for, guys. All right? We're waiting to determine whether or not are the market makers finished. It's pretty much towards the end of the month. Market makers have weekly targets, but they also have monthly targets. Have they sent Bitcoin to the zone that they need it to be in order to start a new month with new targets, new places to put Bitcoin? This is what we need to understand. All right? How you doing, Lou? It's the hour time frame. There's only 2 time frames that I talk about, 15-minute and the hourly. If I'm trading, I'm looking at the 1 minute. Well, I'm trading off the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute. Okay? That's in Forex anyway. Yes, they do make it. And listen, guys, if I'm not talking exclusively price action, understanding... When people will say, well, am I talking fundamentally? Yeah, you could say it's a fundamental discussion because we're considering the CME, but really it's a psychological lesson in understanding if they decide to move price tonight. All right? So this is what I'm projecting. Okay? I'm still projecting, by the way, I'm still projecting Bitcoin to come up to these zones. I will still stand to these zones. All right? And it is pretty close. Okay? They are pretty close. And I'm still standing to it. You won't get a projection from me where Bitcoin's likely to be in a year's time. All right? That ain't happening in this channel, guys. That's just hype. All right? So, yeah, Coco, if you heard what I said, I don't know if you heard what I said, but I use the 1 minute and the 55 and the 15 minute when I'm trading Forex. All right? Well, look, PT Lucas, look. Even if price goes down to that zone or not, it's all about liquidations tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to see how many people lost money and effectively how many people make money. All right? And this is it. They are testing people across the board. How many people are coming, like the retailers? How many people are coming and getting rid of Bitcoin? All right? It's sold off now for the past week. They've been selling off. All right? We started here. All right? And it's been selling off. I think they've pretty much exhausted. Saying that, all right, we will never know how far, we will never know whether or not their intentions are complete, all right? We can't say definitely that's it, all right? They can be as irrational as they want. We can't. We don't have the money to be irrational, all right? This is why most people use leverage, all right? Look, the 1 second time frame is categorically a very difficult time frame to trade. But there are people that trade it, believe it or not. But this is what I need to get you guys to understand, okay? This activity by the market makers, all right, they've been selling off all week. When we say selling off, they've been moving price down. They've been accumulating buy orders for a long time. Are they finished in this zone? Well, we can only look back in history and see what have they done at the moving averages, the bigger ones. Have they sent price to those zones and moved price away from it? So far, that's what they have been doing, all right? Do they want to send Bitcoin into no man's land, which is all the way down here? Yeah? Do they want to send it there? Could they send it there? Of course. Thank you very much, Darkstar. And yeah, guys, honestly, thank you very much for the 15,000 subscribers, man. Thank you so much. But honestly, my priority is just to get this info out to you guys. Straight up. Done. All right? I just hope, tell a friend, anyone that you know, if you are earning money from this strategy, pay it forward, teach someone else. Bring them underneath your wing. They don't have to sit through the streams. Give them the quick fix. Although I can say that there's no shortcut in trading, make life a little bit easier for them. Yeah? But this is it. Who wouldn't want to buy in cheaper? But that's the mistake, man. That's why people base their decisions on price. Yeah, that's where you're wrong. You can't make your basis on price itself because you're effectively adding emotion to a price. Look at Alexander asking whether or not if there's resistance around the line of 51.52. Why couldn't that question be 53.54? Why not 55.56? That's still deemed as resistance. Just because price isn't there yet doesn't mean it's not resistance. Yeah? Take away the idea of having to fulfill something that has been triggered emotionally. And then you're only left with what price is doing now. When I say price, I'm talking about candles, candlesticks. All right? That's all we have. As soon as you get it. Now, hold on a second. Your M0 is 49.8384. Yeah, it's going to be that. I mean, the indicators on TradingView, I didn't put them there. I don't know how they got put. I know how they got put there, but I'm not sure if the coding replicates the same as on MT4. You know, MT4 uses one broker feed. TradingView uses another. Is everything going to be the same? You know, so I can't tell you that. That's why I encourage people to, if you can download this platform, okay, download it. It's in the description, okay. When you download it, once you've done that, go to the Discord, join the Discord, which is pinned to the chat, and it's also in the description, and download the indicators. It's all free of charge for you guys. Now, something I want to touch on, okay. Plasma plug, don't worry about it, man. You've done enough getting it onto TradingView, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Can you use any pair in MT4? No, you can't use any pair in MT4. All right. These are the pairs in crypto that you can trade. All right. Crypto 2, XRP, EOS, EMC, number coin, is it? Plaid. I don't even know what that one is. PPCUSD. And then you've got the main crypto, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. They're the heavily, they're the ones that are mostly traded, which really, in my opinion, you only really need to be paying attention to coins where there's money behind it. All right. The term shitcoin, I get why they call it that. All right. You don't really want to be looking at coins that are priced low. Really, you shouldn't really be trading them. All right. Except with the exception of a few. All right. As long as there's backing behind it and there's big money there, happy days. Yes, Andy, they do have limited options. But I do believe that they will start bringing more crypto coins. Mike Dutch is in the building. Bubai, why should they send the price to an area where free fall can happen? That more institutions can jump in when price drop. See, this is what you need to understand, guys. Just because we see that this area down here is deemed as cheap, how do we not know we're already at cheap? Yeah? Why is this area not deemed as cheap? Even if Bitcoin goes down to the range daily low down here and hits the M1, all right? Even if it goes down to 40, how do we not know that this area to the institutions is deemed as cheap? If they've got a projection of where they believe Bitcoin is going to go, all right, where they enter is irrelevant. So if they believe Bitcoin's going to go to 100K, entering at 51 is a perfect place to be. All right. I mean, by that token, what you're saying is that you would need effectively Bitcoin to drop all the way down to the 20s for it to be really, really cheap to induce the institutions to step in. Hell no, man. Remember, they're the ones with the big money. All right. They're the ones with the bigger money. All right. It doesn't matter to them. The concept of value doesn't matter. Ultimately, it's interest. Where people believe it's going to go is going to be reflected with the liquidity that they bring to the market. As you can see right here, Bitcoin selling off for the past, not selling off, but you understand, price has been moving down to the downside. Market makers have been obtaining longs at lower prices. All right. Notice more red candles than we're seeing green. What are they doing? They're inducing guys to go short. Go short. Let's drop. Bitcoin to zero. Happy days. You know? But what we could be seeing right now, considering that we are at the third level of a cycle. Yeah. If you saw the community posts, the Patreons, the guys in the Discord, you saw those images today. All right. Level 1, level 2. This is level 3 cycle. Why? Because look, level 1 rise, drop. Level 2 rise, drop. Takes out the previous zone. Where are we? Level 3 peak formation. What are we witnessing? Are we seeing an inverted head and shoulders? 1, 2, 3. Which is what? A variation of a W. So if we look at it, if we actually make it really small and draw it smaller, all right, because that one's a little bit extended. You have the following, okay? And this is the importance of projection, guys. There's your W, okay? Now look at this. No, I know that's not for me. I think we're seeing a sell-off profit making because Tether has to prove. Do you know what? Whatever speculation is happening behind the scenes, well, fundamentally, all right, the market maker doesn't give a shit, man. They don't care. They only follow liquidity pools. That's their understanding. They don't use candlestick charts. Are you mad? They don't use candlestick charts. They're all about order flow. They see a batches of orders coming in, and they see the price that it's coming in at. The candlesticks are the result of the market maker's actions. All right? And our job is to effectively understand the behavior of these candlesticks at particular areas. Remember, if the market makers come to the game and says, right, we need to create a business where we're able to move money around between banks, all right? And how do we bring more money into the market? Well, we introduce the retail trader, the average guy. He's able to trade as well. We want his money. If he deposits $1,000, happy days. We can get millions of people to deposit thousands of dollars. And what we'll do is we'll match their liquidity with our orders. We'll give them all these templates. We'll encourage people to tell them how to trade. We'll give them these Fibonacci's. We'll give them these, these GANs, all the theories that have been put in place in the marketplace from back in the day. All right. For example, there's a book called Torque Analysis where it uses velocity. All right, understanding velocity in candlesticks. All right, it's nearly 100-year-old book. It worked back then. You've even got astrology as well, where they determine the cycles based on the way the stars are aligned, But when people actually look back and they look at those things, they say, well, the reason why everything worked out for that guy is because we're in the biggest bull market that was ever saw. You couldn't make money. You could go short and still make money in the bull market. Your position could have been negative and still made money. Do you understand? Nowadays, guys, it's just all about understanding one thing. And it's the question that when you open your trades or you come to your trading desk, before you do anything, just sit back and watch what they're doing and ask yourself, what does the market maker want the retail trader to think? Because that's going to effectively determine where the market maker is going to go. And this is why we do these streams. We only really need a couple of things, guys. We need the candlesticks, we need the moving averages, and we need a sound understanding of the pattern. Remember, you coming to this stream is expanding your knowledge and training your eyes to witness variations of the W's and the M's. All right? And then as time progresses, you will become proficient in understanding what constitutes a W and how long it's going to last. The key aspect to whether a W lasts is when it comes out of its second leg, it needs to come back to test the moving average. If it comes back to the 50-day and continues back up, you're expecting what? Here we go. The tattoo pattern, the basis of what we do. Rise, retrace, find the area of support, continuation to the upside. There's the pattern. Your entry is right there, the safety trade. All right? Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. All right? That's what you're waiting for. But before you make your entry up here, what has to happen down here? It has to show that they favor higher prices. It has to show that the market maker needs to completely move out of the zone. Has he accumulated enough longs in this area to warrant him to come back to the upside? No, he hasn't. So what does he do? He breaks through the moving average. You then sit on your hands and you say, okay, if price comes back down to this zone right here, all right, if it breaks it and continues, we have a pattern reset. It's time to come back to the drawing board. Yeah? In your experience, how will futures expiration tomorrow affect Bitcoin crypto price? What has happened historically? When futures expire, all right, a ton of money is released, all right? Whether that money is in green or red, is it profitable for some or losses for others? We won't know until it happens, all right? The average person who does not have access to short sales will not invest in a market that continues to go down. They cannot make any money. That is why no new money is coming in now. When you say that they don't have access to it, what do you mean? I'm asking the question, does the MM need to collect liquidity trapped on the other side of the 1 hour cycle? I can't ask too many questions. Let's get to 2K likes. Josh, nice one, bro. No worries, man. Thank you for that, bro. Okay. 75% futures is red. Oops. Well, whether it's red or green, ultimately, money is being released. All right? See the futures as money coming, leaving assets and going into accounts. Whose accounts? Well, depends on what side of the trade you're on. All right? Here's something I want you to look at as well. Going off topic a little bit. The ADR. Now, the guys that have been, watching this stream, okay? How many of you really been paying attention to the ADR? And the ADR is the average daily range. Ryan, I'm going to answer your question. Wait there. How many people have been using the ADR? You only pay attention when I mention it, okay? The ADR indicator is in the Discord, guys. It's right at the bottom. Doggy, the moderator, was the last guy who put it up there. Thank you, David. Okay. Bang out the zone, bro. How you doing, brother? Yeah, on the altcoins, you won't necessarily get it. I don't know if you can get it. ADR in the Discord is bugged. I'll re-upload one then, if you're having problems with it. Mark, that's very true. Looking left is important. All right? Looking left is very important. But how you translate left is going to be very critical to how you determine right. Okay? Because if you look left, right, and you're here, you're going to think that candle means that there's strength. But when you understand what's really going on, when you look left, that's where market makers had previously built built shorts at higher prices. So they're going to want to realize a return on those price drops. Yeah? Okay. Okay, look. Here's the power of the ADR. You keep saying, hold on. February 28th, we hit the 800 and the ADR low then bounced. Same thing today, or are we getting thrown off? Engineer, listen. This is what we need to understand, all right? Yes, the ADR got hit. Now, the ADR is taken. The average daily range is the journey that price is going to travel from one point to another, all right? It's the range. It's the limit that they should effectively give traders to determine whether or not they're going to enter, or the maximum zone that a market maker can go, or the lowest zone that the market maker can go. As you can see right now, the ADR high, okay, is 55,232. So the ADR right now is 36,421, all right? So Bitcoin can travel 36,421 pips, all right? Pips, as I explained today in the Discord, all right? To the upside and to the downside. If it breaks even lower than that, then there's something wrong. If it continuously breaks in the same session and goes way beyond the range daily low, something bad is happening. But it's very unlikely for that to happen. All right? Now, check this out. Today's move. Give me a 1 if you think today was a crash. Be honest. Did you think Bitcoin today crashed? Give me a 1. All the people in the stream that normally come know the answer to the question. Okay, cool. So look, today's drop wasn't crash at all. Why? Because it was well within its average daily range. Now, here's the frightening bit. All right? Pay attention to this. All right? Average daily range, 36,421. Now, if I pull up the previous average daily range for Bitcoin, which was yesterday, today's price action, all right? Bitcoin's average daily range, okay, which was from the start of the Asian session, okay, all the way down to today's low, all right? The average daily range was 36,841 pips. In other words, that is the average distance that it could travel either to the upside or to the downside. All right. So if I draw from the start of the Asian session all the way down to this pin right here, we have 38,000, okay, 234. It was not within, but it was slightly out from its average daily range, but it wasn't a crash. All right. Price did not crash today. It exceeded its average daily range by 2,000 pips, but instantly came back. All right. So when you're down here, all right, and you know that the average daily range has exceeded, you know at some point they need to reverse price back to stay within its average daily range. All right. Here's a little exercise for you. Take note of the average daily range, all right, of every one of these streams. Okay, so today's Friday, the average daily range is 36,421. If we see Bitcoin make a massive move to the downside, all right, have a look at what the average daily range is at the end of the session. Granted, it's probably going to be either a little bit more or a little bit below it, but it will never be over the top. In other words, it's not going to be a crash worthy. As in, it was going to be, rather than it be 36,421, it's never going to be 55,842, for example. You're never going to get that. Why? Because they have to maintain the concept of markets. You know, they have to make a fair exchange of liquidity being exchanged amongst retailers and market makers. They've got to keep it a fair playing ground. Because would you enter into a market that is continuously going up and up and up and up? All right, some would, but when are you going to realize a profit? You know? And likewise, would you go into a market that spikes all the way to the downside? No, you wouldn't. You'd be scared to get in because you don't know if it's going to come back up or not. You understand? Don't know what short is. Ash, do you mean the ADR at the end of the regional daily trading session? So yeah, the average daily range. So effectively, from the start of the session to the end of the session, where is price, the zone that it can travel at the maximum or at the minimum or an average, is the high there or the low down here. Yeah? Cool. Why aren't altcoins moving at all, Tino? You really, listen guys, when it comes to the altcoins, all right, you want to be paying attention to Bitcoin and Ethereum, because before those altcoins move, they're going to move their money in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because the liquidity is there. All right. That's why when you see Bitcoin move and Ethereum move, the altcoins are they don't move. All right. And then if Bitcoin doesn't move and Ethereum doesn't move, you know they're trying to move the altcoins. All right. Is now a good time to buy ADA? Couldn't tell you, my friend. Altcoin season begins. See what I mean? Like these things where they come up with like altcoin season. Like that's just crazy. Just because people are buying means it's a season. Nah, man, they're just putting money there. So when they stop buying into the coins and move over to Bitcoin and Ethereum, what season's that? Winter? Yes, I'm going to look at Ethereum right now. Here we go. Ethereum. What can we see Ethereum doing? So today, earlier on in the Discord, we actually put this picture up. And for the Patreons, what do we see? The M2 appears to be holding. What number can you see at the bottom? What number can you see at the bottom? Well done, Andy. Carlos, well done. All right? Holding it like the feds. You know about that. Straight pipping. Yeah? 3. So here we go. Pin to the low, 1. Pin to the low, 2. Pin to the lows, 3. All right? They hit the M2 zone 3 times. The moving averages are fanned out. They're now starting to flatten out. The 50 days flat on the 15-minute time frame. Notice, break down the 50-day moving average. Look. They've broken down. They've triggered the shorts. They've made the guys believe that, wow, we went short here. Damn, we got our orders triggered. Oh, no. Yeah, like they're struggling. The retail traders trying to work out what's happened. I went short. Why is it bouncing back? Market makers are taking the stop losses. They're using that liquidity to trigger their longs and get realize a return on the longs built here. All right. They come back to the 50-day moving average, give them a chance to potentially come back in because they see it as resistance. New York reversal. Yeah. This red box at the top is the New York reversal. Okay. Look what they did. Brought price right back down, snapped it up, brought it back down again to try and trigger more shorts. Then what do? Send price all the way back up. And now they've come to the high up here. And now they're just trailing sideways. They've done it again. They've dropped price, triggering as many shorts as possible. Blue candle, pin to the low, up it goes, recovering the red candlestick. This is the intention. Yeah? Those box, just another ball. These are just time zones. All right? It's the Asian session, 8 hours. This box covers 8 hours. All right? So that's the start of the Asian session. That's the end. Cool. So Ethereum, what are we expecting? In plain sight, this is the area of interest. Why? Because the moving averages are now starting to come together. Well, the nearest moving averages are the 50-day and the 200-day. All right? The 5 and the 13 are flat. Ethereum is stuck in this zone. All right? This sort of behavior here, guys, is no different to when dollar yen is waiting for the non-farm payroll movement. All right? And how many guys have drawn a range around this area here? For example, they started at the bottom here. All right? There are guys now, okay, waiting for price to either come to the high or come to the low. Okay? They're anticipating that Ethereum's either going to go up or down. They'll put limit orders here and stop orders here. And they're just going to leave it and they're going to hope for the best. Okay? Now, what we need to understand with Ethereum right now, we're given clues. Let's look left. What do we see? Vector candle, vector candle, vector candle. One massive vector candle. That candle right there, that is the climatic candle that effectively got all the retail traders committed. They snapped price back up, took out their stops, and pretty much sailed sideways. All right? There are guys today that are still in shorts. Loads of people are still in shorts. Okay? Because they still believe that Ethereum's going to go to the downside. Granted, Ethereum could go to the downside. All right? Nicholas, I'll have a look at that for you, my friend. I'm gonna have a look at a couple of altcoins later on. All right? We've got Tokyo happening in a bit. Okay? But granted, Ethereum could continue to the downside. Who knows? All right? But ask yourself, why are they holding the zone? Why are they holding this zone? Have the market makers achieved what they wanted to achieve here? Are these the price zones that we're looking at? Range daily high? M3? Area of interest? Yeah? Market makers have been going long in this area here, guys. Have they finished? Or is this move what everyone likes to call a break? You know, it's a breather in the market. That's bullshit. Yeah? We will only know if they want to go lower when they go lower. If they go lower, then we reevaluate. We look at the cycle, go to the hourly. Where are we in the cycle? M formation, rise, M. Yeah? Level 1. See what I mean about the cycle? Look. Level 1, price broke down, consolidation. Level 2, drop. Level 3, peak formation. Yeah? How many times have I drawn that chart for you guys? You've seen it many a times. Okay? Free engineer, will market makers ever wait for the daily to close and the ADR to drop and move price lower? Of course they do. It's all about timing. Speaking to a good friend this evening. We were talking about it. Timing. So critical. Why? Because the banks, the market makers and the banks, they all have this conversation. Like I said to you. All right? Hong Kong, the Asian session. All right? Here, okay, the Asian session did what she did. When she finished, the gap time between this zone here, and here, this gap time, that time there is when Asia finalizes its day, contacts the guys in Europe, and lets them know where the liquidity is trapped. And it tells them, we've got 500 million up here, 200 million down here. All right? What does UK, Europe do? Stop, hunt, rise, drop, continuation to the upside. Taps the liquidity, pulls it back. New York steps in, reversal up, reversal down. And now look where we are. We're now in the zone. Same story is happening here. Now some guys are talking about bearish divergences that are happening across the board. Granted, higher time frames, fair enough. But as short-term day traders, not interested in that, guys. I have no interest in what the higher time frame is doing. I can't make a judgment on a trade that I'm only going to be in for what? Half an hour maybe, okay? Based on something that is happening over a daily time frame. I have to wait 24 hours before I make a decision about a candle and what I'm going to do next. If I don't get that candle, I have to wait another 24 hours and then another and then another. And hold on a second. I would have made a ton of trades by then. Okay? We're looking for Ethereum to effectively come back to the 50-day moving average. Once it breaks out of the 50-day, it needs to come back and test it. There's your confirmation. You need confirmation. You need price to come up. You need it to then come back down and test the area it broke from. And then you need price to continue to the upside from there. Okay? Your confirmation is effectively the breach of this area here. If price comes up to the 50-day, but then pulls back and continues down, you've got nothing to trade on. Granted, you could make a short, you could go short, fair enough. But in line with what's going on here, okay, have we effectively finalized the last move? You've witnessed the cycle. M formation. Level 1. Drop. Level 2. Drop. Level 3. Peak formation. Are they setting it up for the weekend? Yeah? Are they setting price up to move either for tomorrow or for the weekend? That's why tomorrow, even though it's options expiry, There could be a chance that they actually do nothing with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It could happen. They could just make it range out and wait for the weekend to hit and then make a move. It depends what their intentions are. Yeah? Right. Let me have a look at a couple of your comments. See if anyone's got any questions. Bitcoin under 10K. You know what? Even if it goes under 10K, we'll still trade it. We're just finding patterns. We don't care about price. I love that. Bitcoin under 10K. People alarm people, man. It's crazy. Nah, that Bitcoin under 10K, that could come from a good place. He might genuinely be sincere about it. And loads of other people. Bitcoin 0. Yeah? Bitcoin to 10. You know, Bitcoin to 1,000. Like, who gives a shit where it goes in terms of price? If there's a pattern, I'm trading it. I can get rid of these prices, you know. I can get rid of these prices and not trade with any price information and just work on the pattern. Because let's face it, guys, when you're watching your position, are you watching price or are you watching the candlestick? Let's be honest. How many people actually give a toss whatever Bitcoin is priced at? All you know is if you're waiting for it to rise, or you're hoping that it doesn't drop if you're in a long. Okay? Price is hands down irrelevant. Price is emotional. Beastmaster, my advice to you is just go through the previous streams, my friend. There are a couple of videos, okay? There are a couple of videos in the on the channel which talk about what are M's and W's. All right, have a look at those and then just work your way through some of the streams. I mean, look, a lot of people. See, look, yeah, but yes, granted, they may a lot of the viewers may be holders. This is short-term day trading. All right, this is what this is. The strategies are short-term day trading. Trading strategies. Investment strategies is a different ball game. All right, an investment strategy, you know, you're talking once every quarter. I stream every single night. Why? Because we're always, you know, having to respond to the way the market makers move price. Yeah? Cool. Right. Tokyo's going to open in 15 minutes. All right? I need to do my own math in my own time zone. Why? Oh, sorry, not me. Okay, then cool. Tino, do you ever actually catch big pips? Okay, so here we go. Do I actually catch big pips? Well, I either open one entry and hope that it makes me 100 pips, or I can open 10 trades throughout the day and earn 10 pips off each one. I've made 100 pips. I'm a scalper. I could open 50, 60 trades. I can do 100. Most I've ever done is 300 trades in one day. Literally buy, sell, 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 sell. I was riding out a drop in a short on dollar yen. I was selling, quick sales. I actually got cramp in my finger. I traded solid for 5 hours straight out the London Open, straight through to the London close. Well, not the London close, but towards the final third of the New York session, towards that zone. Yeah, I remember that day, man. That was crazy. You know, you either make 20% in one trade, or you take 20 trades at 5 trades at 5%, 4 trades at 5%. You know, it's all perspective. Yeah? It's all perspective. I'm not in the business of exposing my cash for long periods of time. That's what swing traders do. Swing traders will say, enter here, and your stop loss is 50 to 60 pips away. All right? If anyone, as a swing trader, opens a position and has a stop loss of 10 pips, that is laughable. All right? Because you're effectively using scalpers pips, scalpers zones. All right? A scalper is either going to have minimum, he's going to have 5 pips spread, 5 pip stop loss, maximum 10. Okay? A swing trader, he's going to need at least minimum 25. All right? And it can go all the way up to 80. I know some swing traders have 100 pip stop loss, man. Fuck, you know. You want to expose your money for those periods of time. Pay swaps. Nah, man. Knucklebuster, sorry, brother, man. I've just seen that. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. A swing trader is someone that holds price for a longer period of time, usually between 1 to 3 days as such. Okay? A scalper, he's in and out on the same day. Day trader, he trades till the end of the day and finishes. Yeah? Hold on, crypto now. That's really important, man. This is my big shift and has already started paying itself. I was so busy FOMOing into everyone's profit screenshots. Now I'm out on the 1 minute and take many 1 to 3% lock profits. Happy days, man. Happy days. Guys, listen. There's no competition. All right? There's no competition on how many pips you can make or how much you can make. That's not what we're in this for. All right? We're in this to execute successful trades. All right? Start paying attention to how many points you earn as opposed to how much money you earn. All right? Go on Call of Duty. What you're more interested in? Your kill-death ratio. Yeah? Your performance is going to reflect whether or not your kill-death ratio is good. Your kill-death ratio in this game, okay, is how many times you are successful and how many times you are not so successful. Yeah? Now listen. Hold on. Did you ever open as a scalp on crazy leverage and then finding yourself keeping it open for a longer time? Okay, right, listen. For all the guys that are new to the channel, okay, if you're asking questions about scalping, there's a video in my channel called How to Grow a Small Forex Account, okay? Go and have a look at that video. And that's going to explain to you how to understand leverage, all right? And understanding that sample size and consistency over a period of time is what you need to aspire to, not to make money. All right? Your goal is to obtain as much exposure in this game as possible because people, I'm going to pull up something that I was sent earlier on today, which is frightening. All right? It's frightening. And I'm going to pull it up straight after Tokyo Open and we're going to talk about it. It's about all the guys that got wrecked today. Okay? In 24 hours. How frightening it is. Yeah? Leverage is suicide. It's capital suicide. Only if you understand how to use leverage, then it's going to have an understanding with you. Why? Because if you use too much leverage, granted, your exposure is massive. The price swings are going to just completely wipe you out. You don't have an understanding of leverage. Leverage doesn't understand you. It's thinking, hold on a second, you're using such a small amount of money, yet you're leveraging to the nines. How do you expect to be in this trade for long? Yeah? Richard, Tino, could we have taken the W on the aggressive drop to ride it back to the 50 EMA as a scalp? Richard, on what time frame? And what coin? Just want to know what Richard's question. Let me know what time frame and what coin. That'll be interesting. Look, Joe, listen, leverage, it doesn't have to be confusing, all right? It's simple. Don't risk more than you can afford. If you want your trade to enjoy it, if you want to sit in a trade, don't have hardly any leverage. You're using leverage because on your mind is money, not the trade. Straight up. You're using leverage because you're not thinking about the trade. You're thinking about money. Definitely vape life. That's my inhaler, guys. I need that shit. Yeah? One more time. And admit it, actually. How many people use leverage to earn more money off the little money that they're using to get into the trade? It's hard, right? But what I'm asking you guys to do is to not think about money whilst trying to make money. And the way you do that is you categorize what you determine as your reward in this game. Focus on points, percentages. Don't focus on the mullah. Because the reason why you're losing is because all you're doing is thinking about the money. When you open a trade, you say to yourself, I want to make $80. Okay, cool. You're in a negative position of 200 quid. Where's your goal now? All right. Well, how about you do it like this? You open a trade. I want to earn myself 3%, but I'm not going to risk anything more than 1. You got a strategy. Shakib, yeah, it's hard to avoid, but nah, you know what? It's not hard to avoid, all right? Because if you're coming to trading to either earn some money to pay a next bill or aspiring to buy something, you ain't going to buy it, man. You ain't going to be able to buy it, and you're going to force yourself with trades that ain't going to work. Yeah? Now, Tokyo is going to open in less than 7 minutes. All right? In 7 minutes time. Okay? I'm going to make myself a quick drink. We're going to see Tokyo's open. We're going to determine whether or not market makers have intentions of sending price lower, or are they actually working these zones right here? Okay? Are we going to see attraction to effectively the upside? Excuse me. I'm so fucking rude. Excuse me. Okay? Naeem, listen. Do the red candles have to be recovered? No. They don't always have to be recovered. However, if the red candle is in the same distance as such to where price is right now, if it's close by, granted, it's usually going to recover it. Okay? Perry Blackshaw, am I getting your messages? I don't know if I'm getting your messages, my friend. Okay? All right. Cool. Tea time. Split screen time. Gemma. How you doing? I can't stop touching my nipple. Oh, my days, man. Didn't even get to finish it. Tea time, screen time, split screen time. All right, cool. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm going to get this drink and we're going to start looking at Tokyo. Let's see if it's profit day Friday, or are they just going to hold this run and screw everyone over? Let's go. All right, yo, what's good? Here we go. All right, got my cup of tea. And let's see what happens. Let us see. Are you guys longing or shorting Bitcoin? You must be new, bro. Scar from Norway. No way. Nice one, bro. Godzilla in 1 minute. How you doing, D. John? How you doing, bro? Want to start the Happy Days train again? All right. To commemorate DJ up here, yeah? Everybody spam the chat with Happy Days just to commemorate my guy, DJ Unter D. Yeah? Spam the chat with Happy Days. Let's go. Just before the Tokyo Open. Let's do it. Here we go. Look, Bitcoin's moving now. Tokyo's about to step in. Or she's open. Happy Days in the chat, guys. Let's go. Wicked. There you go, DJ. Peoples are back to you, man. Peoples are in the stream. Happy Days. That is crazy, man. That is nuts. All right, and cool. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to what they're going to do. Now, if Tokyo decides to not play ball tonight, I ain't going to be happy. But I've got a feeling that they may just be a little bit quiet. I've got a feeling, I don't know, for some reason, because of the expirations, they may just be a little bit quiet. I'm going to bring up the 50-minute time frames on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we're going to see if they move price the way we need her to move price. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Jen. I see that, man. I see that. See if she's dressed ready for the party. Let's see. Less than a week hearing you out. I'm seeing patterns now. Nice one, Rick. Nice one. Guys, look. Oh. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. She's moving. She's moving. Both of them. If Tokyo's intention is to hold this zone purely off the basis of these three candlesticks. Notice. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Vector candles. 1, 2, and 1 reverse to the upside. Snapping out the zone. Holding the zone. Is this the formation that we are expecting? Yeah? Let's see. Let's see if these market makers are finished. Are they going to want to profit from this move? Because we've also got Hong Kong's futures as well. Hong Kong's futures expire today. Let's see. Are we going to recover this red candle? Has the intention of the market maker been fulfilled? We are close to yesterday's high from the previous session. Just look at how they move. There's a little tip, guys, that I'll tell you. All right? Vasily, do you know, is it true that over 90% of day traders are not successful? It's a very vague question. I'll tell you why. If 95% of traders lose, would you imply that 90% of day traders are not successful? Does that fall in the same category? Well, look, everyone that comes into the game of trading aspires to become a day trader. So granted, day traders are part of that 95%. All right? But 95% of traders that lose, or should I say, if 95% of the traders are all doing the wrong thing, granted, no one's going to be successful. Or only 95% of them are going to be successful. Yeah? I mean, when you come into trading, the first thing you want to do is to become a day trader. Why? Because you thrive on the moves. You thrive on this shit right here. Price going up, moving. You know, oh, I could make money. I could enter. I could do all sorts. I could get myself a Rolex. I could do this. Yeah. 95% of traders coming to the game trying to make money and not trying to focus and understand what trading really is. The 5% that are successful are the ones that understand it. You know? The 5% are the ones who have been through the struggle. And it is in stages, guys. You go through stages. And I'll say it again. The reason why 95% of traders lose is because 95% of them don't give trading a chance. They deposit £1,000, they lose that £1,000, they do it one more time and then they forget about it. You go and ask them, how many trades have you taken? They say, I've taken about 150. And your sample size is 150 of trades to determine whether or not trading's for you? Fuck that. You ain't giving trading a chance. Come back to me and tell me you've made at least 5,000 trades. All right? And then say to me, you know what? Trading's not for me. I've spent X amount of money. I keep losing. I keep trying one system. I keep trying another system. It's still not working. I've got 5,000 trades under my belt and I'm negative. I believe trading's not for me. At that point, if you get to that point where you've got a massive sample size and you're still not successful, if you quit, you'll never know if you would have succeeded or not. Because usually, if you continue, you're going to see the success. And that's not me just dropping truth at all, or not even preaching. It really is just like that. Because ultimately, it's how bad do you want it? And it's simple as that. I'm going to tell you the trick. You know, how bad do you want it? This is true. Yes, crypto profit. How exactly? How many of them are, how many of that 95% are doing it for more than 3 years? That's, yeah, that would be the more of a clearer question as such. You know? I've been trading 11 years. I spent 6 years trying to understand one system. All right? Then I was introduced to another. Then I merged them together. And we have the stream. You know? The trick that I was going to say to you guys was this. Always pay attention to price as it's coming towards a new hourly candle. The new hour candle carries momentum. Look, new hour candle. Bang. It's just gone in. New momentum. Look where we are. Always consider as a new hour candle is about to open and one is about to close. You always see price, the true intention of what they're trying to do with that zone towards the close of the hour. All right? Just pay attention to price doing that. No worries, D-Junta. Don't even know how to say your name, man. That's crazy. People coming in here just to accumulate knowledge, even if they're not trading. That's wild. You want it bad enough, forget the money then. Can you do that? You got 5 out of 6 trades. Your 6th trade, you got liquidated. Ben Roberts. Are you saying that your 5 profitable trades were wiped out by your 6th trade? Can you please tell me if that's a yes or no? Do you know what, Datun Ryzen, the reason why I'm honest, humble, and relaxed is because I've been through panic in this game. Yeah? I've been through panic. Every emotion you can think of, I believe I've experienced it. I may not have experienced certain other emotions, but I'm telling you, I have been, you know, I was on heat when I was trading, man. Back in the day. There'd be days where I'd just literally just go crazy and just open as many trades as I physically could, thinking I caught the bottom or I caught the high. And I would dump as much as I physically could onto a trade. The thrill of thinking, wow, if this trade goes my way, I'm going to be stacked. And granted, I obviously lost. You know, the amount of times I used to do that. Shocking, man. Looking back at it, I think to myself, wow. You know? Trading does carry scars, man. I'm telling you. You have long conversations with yourself when you lose so much. Fuck. No, it's not right. And everything is all on you. The only reason why I stopped losing is because I got sick and tired of losing. Yeah? I started taking responsibility. I started thinking to myself, how can I objectively and systematically approach this game to help me not lose so often? Well, first thing I did was I stopped trying to make money. Yeah? Can you believe that? I'm in an industry, okay, where the basis of it is to make money. But what changed for me, okay, was when I stopped trying to make money and started focusing completely on execution. That's when it changed for me. All right? When I started saying, let me enter on the basis of the candle or price or, crossing over the moving average. Let me try and see if I can become accurate. Play the game of accuracy. All right? Yeah, guys, listen, guys, don't join the Discord. Sorry, don't join the Patreon now. You'll get charged twice. You'll get charged now, and then you'll get charged at the start of the month. Do not join the Patreon now. If you want to join it after the 1st of April. Okay? Because you'll get charged twice, man. What did we say about the previous red candles, guys? That's 3 streams in a row you guys seen these play out. All right? This is it. Exactly in poker. I'll tell you what you guys need to do. All right? I'm going to tell you 2 words. All right? The 2 words, okay, that are going to effectively make or break you. All right? And determine whether or not you stay in this game. Meta game. You need to be obsessed with the meta game. All right? The meta game doesn't talk about money. The meta game talks about how you perform in uncertainty. How do you perform when you've got your hard-earned cash on the line and you shouldn't be paying attention to it? You need to be paying attention to what the chart is saying to you. What is the market maker trying to get you to do? All right? Because granted, I'll tell you what, here's a little test for you guys. All right? You sat with your friends. Okay? You're having yourself a coffee. One of them says, shit, have you seen Bitcoin's price? Now, all of you sat at the table, you're all involved in the crypto game. All right? I can guarantee you're going to pull out your phone. The first thing you're going to say to yourself, can I trade it? Is there anything that I can do to trade it? All right? You see the chart, you see prices dropping. You're automatically thinking, shit, I need to catch this move. I need to catch this move. When should I get in? When should I get in? You have that little thought in your mind saying, right, let me wait for at least a retrace. But you see it still moving down. You think, fuck it, I ain't waiting for the retrace. I'm getting in. Bang, market maker has got you. You're in. You're in a profit. You turn to your friends and say, yo, boys, I took that short, man. I took a short on Bitcoin. And they're like, oh, no way, did you? Yeah, man. What's your position? Oh, right now, I've got 1%. Or I'm earning I'm in $50 in the green. Happy days. And then before you know it, it reverses on you. And you start thinking, shit, what's going to happen? And then what you do is you switch your phone off. You think to yourself, you know what? My liquidation price is all the way over there. I'm not going to worry about it. The general consensus is price is dropping. So I'm just going to let it play out. You enjoy your drink with your friends. It's time for you to go. You then open your phone. Inside, you're feeling shit. Has my liquidation been hit? Yeah? You open your phone. There's no trade. Liquidation has been hit. See you later. You just burnt your money. Do you understand? And I know people are doing that. Yeah? People do that shit, man. Why? Because I do. I used to do it. Sometimes I do it. I'll be like, oh, no way. Is Bitcoin doing that? Oh, shit, I might take that. Or is dollar yen doing that? Oh, yeah. But then I just start bringing things back to my senses. Do I really fancy losing $2,000 on a fucking trade? Nah. No, thank you. Yeah? This is it, right? Look, yes, so much truth, it hurts. But if you're afraid to accept the truth and the reality of what trading is, You are not set for trading. All right? If trading, right? If you were to come into trading and there was an interview process, 99% of you would not succeed. Straight up. Because someone will say to you, what do you like about trading? And try it. Go and ask anyone that you know that is trying to understand trading. How many people are going to say to, if you ask them, what motivates you to trade? All of them are probably going to say, to make money. And that's where you're going to lose. Some of the greatest traders in the world, right, never came into the game to make money. They came in to break the system. They came in to rinse it. They just enjoyed the hunt. They enjoyed the fact that they were able to make a call and it played out. When you're operating in a game where 95% of the players are losing and you're still coming out on top, that's the success, not the money. Fuck the money, it's irrelevant. And I've said it before. Tell me you've earned 5 out of 6 trades. Tell me you've earned 20 trades out of 20. I'm not interested in how much you've made. Now, granted, there is a lot of people in the stream that have made a lot of money. I do believe that we're approaching towards the 600K mark of all the profits that have been declared in the Discord, in the crypto profit section, and all the private messages that I'm getting from people. Yeah? Look, it's... For me, guys, I just enjoy this shit, man. That's it. This is me. That's exactly all I care about. All I care about is trading. I started in this game trying to make money. I lost it. So what do you do next? All right? That's the critical point. If you can come away from focusing the money and still want to be in trading, you might just have a chance. Yeah? You might just have a chance. If you can lose, all right? And if you can lose at trading, right? And then say to yourself, right, I'm not going to focus on the money. I'm going to focus on the trading itself, all right? You do have a good chance of succeeding because you're then going to get ready to step into the next hemisphere of thought. You're going to start saying to yourself, right, what am I doing wrong? I'm focusing on the money. All right, let me take away the aspect of the money. Let me focus on percentages. You start focusing on percentages and then you start seeing if your position is red, if it's minus 6%, you're going to say, right, I'm going to close this trade. But if your position is minus $150, you're going to say, it's only $150. Fuck that. I'll spend that on shoes. That's no problem. I'll hold the trade. Well, that $150, you're happy to hold it a loss of $150. And then it goes to 300 and to 400. What you then do is you start marrying the loss to something that you've paid for in the past. And you say to yourself, could I afford to pay that now? And you say to yourself, yeah, I've got money that's coming in. I'll hold the fucking trade. Before you know it, you've blown your account. Now you may or may not have the money to deposit back in. But principally what you've done is you've sabotaged yourself. Yeah? You have sabotaged yourself purely by basing value on a decision that needs to be made objectively and systematically. You're in a fucking red trade. It's going against your initial stop. You're losing money. Why would you hold it? Who are you trying to prove who's got the bigger bollocks here? You or the market maker? Yeah? That's the story, guys. That's the story. That's the meta game. That's the meta game. That's the only way you're going to come out in this game, guys, when you start to realize that it's not about the money. And you know what? Social media is... I can't blame you guys. Yeah? I can't blame people. Because all they are, right, is they are fantastic marketers. Granted, there are guys, right? There are guys that do kill it. Just for the record, the previous red candles have been recovered. What do we know? Okay? What you got to understand is social media does a fantastic job of trying to sell to you the idea of generating wealth at the most minimal effort. Yeah? Like, I mean, come on. Really? Do you think one guy's post is all it takes for you to come into this game, commit cash, and expect that prophecy of you simply looking at a social media post because he's got a watch, he's got the Ferrari, he's got the boat, he's got the houses, right? And you think by putting your money into an account and focusing on trying to fulfill the image that you put into your mind, all right? I mean, there are people that actually do the concept of law of attraction where, you know, what my mind can conceive shall achieve. Yes. That stuff works if there is intention. If you have intent. If you start to apply what needs to be applied in order for you to succeed, you will be tested. All right? Because trading is all about testing your grit, testing whether or not you can handle this fucking game. All right? And this game is hard. This is really counterintuitive to what I should be doing. I should be one of those hype guys that are saying to you, yo, guys, trading is easy, man. Look at me. I can trade. I can, you know, and I can build you all up. Yeah? But I'm warning you. This game is not one to be fucked with because you will be squashed. You will be eliminated. See you later. Not interested. Get out of this town. Go away. You're not needed in this market. Your liquidity is nothing. All right? Market makers will take the final fucking penny of your account. The last bit. All right? But this trading itself, it doesn't have to be like that. You'll have to experience so much more shit and then come to the drawing board and say to yourself, is this for me? If you're having to ask yourself, is this for me? You don't want it enough. All right? You don't want it enough, man. Yeah, tonight's live is a little bit different, man. I've been going through the Discord. I've been going through the losses in the Discord channel. There's a channel for losses, and that's where most of my time is going to be spent. The guys that are winning, I don't expect anything else but wins from those guys. They're doing something right. Granted, you know, I'm going to congratulate them, okay? But if you get it, you get it. But the guys that are losing, I'm looking at the percentages and I've put a challenge out. Can you lose, below 50%? I mean, 50% is still too much, man. We should be at least 10. That's it. Nah, man, it's not nice. Because the worst thing is you guys are putting money that you've worked for. Yeah? There's value added to that. There's effort. That's the worst thing. It's effort. How many people have worked solid for a month, 2 months, 3, 4, put their money into this game and it goes. The first thing you're thinking about is, fuck, what have I had to go through to get that money? And it's gone in a matter of seconds. All right? Shit, man. Matthew, how you doing, man? Matty Cole, how you doing? Zachary. Yeah, the mistake I've been making in the previous streams is I'm trying to put in, I was wasting time on people's comments, trying to misplace or trying to, disprove this strategy. Fuck them. I'm not interested anymore. All right? If you don't want the help, you don't want it. Come check me in a few years' time when you're still on the stream asking me, why aren't you streaming, Tino? I've done my business now. I've done it. You know? Vasily, man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Nasa Gala, man. Wave, and listen, and another thing, all right? Wavy. That's why you only want to invest your stimulus check. Wrong. Wrong way to see it. Okay? How many times do you hear these gurus, these guys, they always say this: only risk money that you're happy or you're comfortable with losing. I mean, that logic doesn't really sit right with me. Okay? Since when have you ever been happy with losing the money? Is that setting you up effectively to be reckless? Yeah? Just because you've saved this X amount of money and you say, I'm happy to lose this money. Nah, man. Nah. They contradict themselves. They say, only risk money that you're happy to lose. Okay? But make sure you put a stop loss so you don't lose your money. They confuse you from the get-go. So let's flip it. Any money lost, okay, is important. All right? If you put your stimulus check into trading, you won't take trading seriously. All right? Not at all. There'll be no urgency. There'll be no importance. You won't stick to any stop losses. All right? You won't. Simple. Why? Because you don't give a shit about the money. There's no attachment to it. There you go. Thinking about money again. I challenge you, if you are going to be putting your stimulus money into trading, all right, focus on executing trades correctly, and you won't even understand or realize how on earth your money that you put in has managed to double, quadruple. Because if you stay zoned in on making accurate, you notice I'm being reasonable, guys, all right? I'm not saying to you that you need to find the perfect entry. That's bullshit. I'm not going to hype you into that. All right? I'm going to be realistic with you and say to you, yeah? Accuracy. What do you determine as accuracy? Well, here we go. Let's look at it in a percentage. You can be 1% accurate and still be profitable. You can be 2, 3, 4. You can be 60%. You can be 75% accurate. All right? There are tools out there that tell you the accuracy of your trade. In other words, how much drawdown have you experienced before you realized a profit? Yeah? And it tells you that. It says this trade was 87% accurate, which means you only experienced 13% exposure to loss. Happy days. Thank you, Matthew. You're using the capital because you want to grow it. Granted, we do lose in this game, but the idea is to lose as little as often. But when you win, you win. Yeah? This stream needed to hear this stuff, man. Tonight, we needed to talk about it because everyone is all hyped up about Bitcoin dropping. It's fucking 51, 48, 49 divergences. Who cares, man? We've got a pattern. Let's play it. Robbie, could you go over... Right, how could you go over how to tell between a fast move, false move, and the move that happened this hourly candle? Also, if I become a member for the YouTube, will I be charged 2 times as well? No, you won't be charged 2 times as well. If you become a member of the YouTube, how it works with the YouTube is you're a member today, and then it starts counting, and then after 1 month, based on the day you started, you'll become you'll be a month-long member, and you get that avatar. And I think it's after 6 months, you obtain all the avatars as possible. All right. But it's not like Patreon at all. No, you're not charged twice. It's only just Patreon. That's how they do it. And thank you for donating there, bro. Jade, thank you for that. For me, it's... Look, I've Look, I've been in the situation where I wanted to buy the Rolex. I wanted to buy the Ferrari. I want to get the houses. I was on, on the social medias wishing, I wish that was me. I wish that was me. All right. But it was only when I understood that, not focusing on the money whilst trying to make money. When I understood that mental balance that needed to be achieved, that's when I was able to take my trading to the next level. I am so in love with this game. You have no idea. All right. I just love it when I see a red candle and price recovers it. Do you understand? We're operating in the game that 95% of people can't fuck with. For me, it's a percentage. I'm aspiring to become the 5%. In my opinion, I believe I'm part of that. Now I want to start hitting the 3%, the 2%, the 1%. Those are the goals that I set. And there's same goals that you can achieve only if you accept that you're not in it to make any money, but make the right trade. Because it's the trade that pays you, not the result of it. The trade itself is going to pay you. Yeah, accept that the trade will pay you if you get it right. Focus on the right trade and the money will follow. If you think that the trade is going to pay you $50 before you enter, you're fucked. All right. Now it might work for, it might work for some people. Some people might think about the money and then, they they fluke it out kind of thing. Ellie, man. Thank you so much, Ellie, for that. You guys have been really kind with these donations tonight, man. You don't have to, man. Make me all shy and shit, man. Shy? Are you witnessing what's happening right now, guys? How many light bulb moments are coming? Come on. Most of you have been in this stream for a long time. How many light bulb moments are there? You know what? We ain't going to be looking at those coins, man. Before we can look at those coins, right? Let me get this information in your mind. Let me just plant it there. Just give me the space to plant the seed. All right? Zara, I do check the Instagram. Yes, I do check my Instagram messages. Believe it or not, it's a nice place to go because I don't have loads of messages. And granted, I'm probably going to get a lot of messages. But to be honest with you, the Instagram messages, I'm able to see the conversations. Whereas in the Discord, if you read the message, it then gets put into a file full of messages and it's really hard to try and find that message. That's why today I responded to a lot of messages today. All right. And, I've got loads more that I need to respond to. I'm old school, man. I have to acknowledge people, no matter how long it will take. If it takes me 3 weeks to reply to you, please forgive me, but I will always reply to you. Wicked. Now, it's nice to see people winning. Because society today, that culture doesn't exist. Yeah? The culture doesn't exist. Everyone hates on everyone. You know the saying. 80% of people don't give a shit about your problems and the 20% are glad you have them. Can you please do one live trade? Look, I'm going to be straight with you. If you go back in the stream, there is a stream that I did effectively say to you guys to, a hypothetical scenario to place a trade. I said, in my opinion, would I enter here? Yes. Granted, there were a lot of people that made money on that trade. Now, it could have gone two ways, man. People could have entered on that trade and lost. And I wouldn't be sitting here today. I will never give you trade entries, guys. Straight up. Never give you trade entries. And the reason being is because I'm here to show you that you can earn for yourself. I want you, Francesco, if you want to see trades, real-time trades, go back into my channel, okay? And you will see the live trades that I was taking during the election. I talk about it, all right? Go and have a look at the previous videos at the start of the channel. It's with dollar yen. I was trading the Biden and Trump election, all right? And I talk about it and, you know, I speak about, you know, the entries, exits, and what have you. Vendi, listen, if you're looking for a broker, okay, try IC Markets. I've been with them for 6-7 years now, okay? And they're very reliable, very consistent, okay? And all the links for the downloads for MT4 and, you know, IC Markets, they're in the description of this video. Yeah? Cool. The ones that scam you are the ones that are not... there's no legislation. They don't have any legislation behind them. There's no regulation at all. Philip, yeah, I can say where I would buy, but let's be honest, man. That's a buy signal right there. That's me telling you, okay, where to buy. Yeah, so let's look at it like this. If we operate in hindsight, yes, I could say I would enter here and I would close here if we operate in hindsight. Yeah. But if I come to this area here, let's say earlier on, I said to you, I would make an entry at this point. Okay. Well, you would instantaneously make the entry without a doubt. You would make it. And I'll tell you why you would make it. Because in that moment, you would instantly think that I'm putting myself on the line on YouTube, saying to people, you know, I can trade. Yeah? I want to keep this channel, guys. Simple as. I've done the research. I understand what financial advice is. And you know what? Even if I were to give people entries and exits, if they don't go well, the backlash that comes from it, nah, man. Too many new people are coming into this game. They come to YouTube, they see a guy, he's talking about trading. They ask, you know, what's your entry exit? If he tells them and they place it, they hold him responsible because you said to enter here and exit here. It didn't happen. Fuck you, your channel shit. Yeah? Yes, I will make a video about that. But look, do you want me to just hand you something to eat for today? Or do you want me to show you how to do it yourself for the rest of your life? That tells me you're lazy. That tells me you ain't going to last 5 minutes in this industry. Why would I give you the knowledge of an entry and an exit if I know you're just going to leave straight after? You know? That's the story, man. MK, that I agree with you, my friend. I agree with you. I'll only entertain the people that want to understand this game. If you're coming into this channel and you want to understand how to make money in this market, just watch the previous streams. It's there. It's been tried. It's been tested. Okay? There's enough information. I've got enough proof that this strategy works. It's not 100%. All right? It's not 100%. But fuck, man. 75, 80, 92% of the time, you're probably going to do fucking well. No one's actually ever said to me, Tino, I took 7 trades today and won 3 of them. All I'm seeing is people say, I took 8 trades, won 7. 62 trades, 162. 12 trades, 111. I mean, all I'm thinking about is percentages. I'm thinking, boy, I'm talking about, you know, that this system is good, but shit, I didn't know it was that good. You know? Remember, I've taken 2 schools of thought, married them together, and created this system. I want to know if this works. And you guys are proving that to me. Yeah? Listen, when you want to work out how to exit a trade, that right there is telling me, okay, that you're trading and you're scared to lose money, in the sense where you don't want to miss out on making more money. The best way to understand the way to exit a trade is simple. It's so simple. If price comes back down to a moving average, all right, so look at it like this. Let's assume, for example, Ethereum. For the record, do we understand why the red candles have been recovered here? Do we understand that? Yeah? Do we understand why the red candles have been recovered? Gomez, 14 trades, 1 loss. That is despicable. That is next level. Well done, man. No, why? Nadpad, you don't know why? Bruv, come on, man. The opposite, Moon Boys. They're recovering their longs. The market makers went short at the 50-day moving average because it knows that retail traders are watching this zone. They know that they're going to place entries on the break of the 50-day moving average because they are convinced that this down move is still going to continue. Remember, short-term day trader. We're looking at the price movements in the near future. 200-day moving average on Ethereum looks like a place where price could go. Okay? It looks like it could go there, but we won't know until we know. All right? Because price is now moving up. Yeah? The moving average is flat. So we're literally in a flat zone. Price is doing its own thing. Ideally, it can do one of two things. It can continue straight up to the 200-day. All right? And then when it comes back down, the moving average would have actually curved up. And when it comes back to the moving average, it would effectively formulate this pattern. Yeah? This pattern right here, as long as price comes down and retests the intention in this area here, price should progressively move back to the upside and hit the M3. Okay? Now, how do you know when to exit? Well, let's look at it like this. Say you went short. Excuse me. Say you went short, okay? You went short here. Happy days. You took the move all the way down to here, all right? You're trying to work out where's your exit. Well, let's look at how much money you've made first, all right? The only time you care about money, right, is when you look at how much you've made, because you know that you've made a decent amount because your entry was here and your exit is here. You only care about how much money you've made when it comes to closing the trade. You don't care about how much money could be made beforehand. You only care about your entry accuracy. That's all you care about first. But if price comes back down to the end, okay, right here, and price starts to move up, look at the moving average. The first moving average is the 5-day EMA. Price has come back to it. You're saying to yourself, okay, should I hold it? Okay, if it's coming back to that moving average there, well, it tested it once here. Now it's coming back and trying it again. The big red candle dropped and price snapped back up there. That tells me that that could be a climatic move. All right. The market makers may be finished in this zone. All right. You enter, you see price there and you think, right, maybe I'm going to hold it a little bit longer. If it touches the 13-day EMA, I'm going to close it. Bang. It touches the 13 EMA and pulls back a little bit more, gives you a little bit more profit. Okay. And you say to yourself, you know what? It's touched the 13-day EMA, but it's rejected it. All right. I'm going to still hold it. Then it comes back down. Your conviction is correct. But then it comes back up. It touches the 13-day again. You're thinking, oh, God, should I close this? All right. But then it's rejected it. And you think, oh, cool, we're safe. We're all good. Does it again. Touches it again. Comes back down. You're still thinking, should I hold this? Should I hold this? So you're having this battle in your mind on how to close this trade. Right now, you've got yourself a lot of profit from up here all the way down to here. Then it does this. It confirms to you that you're holding the right trade. Happy days, I'm staying in the trade. But then look what happens. It comes back and tests the 5 EMA, closes above it. Next candle touches the 13-day EMA. The moving averages now are coming together. Then this candle appears and you're saying to yourself, right, all right, it hasn't done anything yet. It doesn't look like it wants to go any higher. Let's just hold it. You're holding it, you're holding it, you're holding it. And then this candle comes in and then this candle appears. Both the moving averages are below price. That is your exit. All right? That right there is your exit. If price closes above the 5 and the 13-day EMA, all right, close your trade, get ready for the next one. Because if you don't, you're going to be burning money. And then you're going to get up to here and you're going to be pissed off that you missed out on earning the money down here. So you're going to hold the trade. You then see this candle right here, okay? And then it confirms that you did the right thing to hold it. But then it comes all the way back up and you're back to square one to what you were feeling over here. And then you've got this shocking zone right here, which completely throws you off. You don't know what you're going to do. Then it comes back up here. You see that pin there. It rejects it. You think it's not going to go up there again. And then look what happens. They do it again. They confirm to you that you're in the right trade. And then price comes up here. You're near enough past this zone again and you're back to square one. Look at all the time you've wasted holding a trade. All right. Now, granted, okay, price could continue all the way up here and even come back to your fucking entry. How much of a fool are you going to feel? Yeah. So the question is, the answer to your question is this. When should you exit? You exit, okay, the moment you've realized a very good profit, or at least a profit that you're happy to close. Look at your hourly rate at work. How much money do you earn in an hour? Okay. Now, granted, there are some people that trade with very small amounts of money because they're learning, but I'm just relating it to the people that make a decent amount of money, because when you're saying how much should I, when should I exit? There's one or two things happening here. You're either earning a lot of money, okay, and when you do earn that a lot of money, you're scared to close it because you're starting to apply your trading with an element of greed because you don't want to miss out on earning more money, or your entry itself is very small, okay, and your profit is very small, and you want to try and maximize as much money return as possible by holding the trade for as long as you physically can. Okay? Pay your fucking self. That's all I need to say to you. Pay yourself. That's it. Hong Kong in 15 minutes, guys. What have you seen right here? What can you see? Funny that, isn't it? Now, granted, price could hit the 200-day moving average. We could be seeing these zones right here. These are zones that are interest points for the market maker. Are they finished? Is it Friday? Yeah? Yes, 1% is 1%. Earn 1% every day for the next 30 days. Come back and talk to me. My words are charming ether. Someone said today on my posts, someone said she, because I referred to Bitcoin as she. And I said this. I said the response I gave him was, yes, I do refer to Bitcoin as she because then I'm able to manage my expectations of her. If I see her and treat her as a lady, then I'll set my expectations, be like, all right, if she behaves like this, then this is likely going to happen. If I behave like this, then this is likely to happen. I'm sorry, man, but I see the currency pairs, Bitcoin, crypto, whenever I'm trading, I always refer to them as she. I always refer to them as the female species, man. Because we're always trying to work them out. You know? Always trying to work them out. You insensitive bastard. MM's a he's and Bitcoin is a she. That's exactly that. The average indicator on TradingView, I don't know if it's on there, man. Like I said, look, I'm old school. I'll use this platform for the next 10 years, man. 10, 20, you name it. I'm on this platform. Why? Because this is the platform the market makers use. It's the electronic central network. This is where the money prints. This is where they move money. Why the fuck would you use anything else? But that's another story. That is another story. Oh, hello, Bitcoin. Recovering a previous red candle, do we see? I guess Mr. Market Maker has some other intentions. Let's see if they play out. Hong Kong is due to come up. Good old Hong Kong. Lay down your cards, my friends. We ain't calling your bluff. There's your pattern, guys. And you know what's messed up? Hong Kong can open, right? And it could completely crash. And I'm okay with that. Yeah? I'm okay with that. And that's the thing, guys. Yes, Beppe, yeah, it does have, it hardly has any altcoins. But you know what? Why would you want to trade any altcoins, man? They're so fluctuous. You know, they're volatile, price swings up and down. You can't even get a pattern most of the time. You know? You really want to focus on the coins that have the liquidity, because the market maker can do his dirty work there. Because he's got money then. He can see orders coming into Ethereum and Bitcoin. Do you think he cares about these coins, these alternative coins? Yeah? We need to be aware now. Hong Kong is opening. Are we going to see and realize the market maker's intention? These are zones that I'm drawing. These are critical zones. Price is now coming out from the moving average right here. Price needs to continue up. What do we see? Rise. Retrace. Continuation to the upside. You know? Will the pattern play out? Who knows? Ethereum is behaving really well. She's doing good. Ash, staking altcoins is the best. I'm going to be uploading a video that has been created courtesy of PC Shed. My guy, my brother, my friend. He's a good guy. He's taken the time to tell you about staking, and he's kindly donated that video to me so I can put on the channel for you guys to watch. That video hasn't been named correctly. It shouldn't be called How to Understand Staking. All right. It should be called How to Start a Bank. And that's what PC Shed tells you to do. He's teaching you how to start a bank. Yeah, Jared, it's a good video, man. It is a good video. Is the market maker our friend? Expo. This is something that we're always asking. Yes, the shoe giveaway. So, we're waiting for the first giveaway of the shoes to be delivered. From the 1st of April, I'm going to be doing the... Well, actually, no. Towards the end of this month, I'm going to initiate the second giveaway. Okay? Courtesy of PC Shed. Okay? We're going to be initiating the second giveaway. So, I've created shoes. I designed some shoes about a year ago, and they were too bloody expensive to buy, believe me. I didn't think, you know, I needed to basically buy £1,000 worth of these shoes for me to even get one pair of these shoes. It was crazy. And PC Shed comes along, learns how to trade on the stream, makes an absolute killing. And he wants a pair of these shoes, but he also understands that you need to buy 7 before you can actually have these shoes produced. So PC Shed brought 7 shoes so that he could get his one, and has kindly asked if we can donate them to the guys in the stream, the YouTube subscribers, the members, and the Patreons. So courtesy of PC Shed, guys, we have got 3 different pairs of shoes to give away. Courtesy of PC Shed. Thank you very much, man. I'm going to be uploading that video for you guys. It's going to be, it will hit my channel either after this stream or early doors tomorrow. Literally, it's such a boss thing what PC Shed did, man. That is a boss thing. Reminds me of in the Batman film when is it Christian Bale? No. When he sat in the hotel and that waiter's being really cocky with him. And he says something to him about the hotel, and he turns around to him and he says, well, I've just brought the hotel. I mean, that's boss right there, man. PC Shed racking in that retirement fund. Guys, PC Shed ain't going nowhere, man. He ain't retiring. You know? He ain't retiring. PC Shed's he's going to apply himself a prosthetic arm, and he's going to make sure that he's going to keep trading if he gets arthritis, God forbid. He will keep trading for days, you know? I hope he's in here, man. Will I be entered for the shoes if I went to join the Patreon on April the 1st? Ash, look, this is catch-22 here, okay? If you join the Patreon now, you're going to get charged again on the 1st, and I don't want that. Okay, but what you can do is, I mean, you're already a member, so you're entitled to the shoes as well. You're entered into the draw automatically there, but you're also entered automatically into the YouTube one. All right, because we got the draw for the subscribers. Okay, so that's literally everyone. That includes members. That includes, you know, absolutely everyone on the YouTube channel. Okay. Then you've got the draw for the members itself. And then we've got the tier 3 Patreon giveaway. All right. So it's good fun, man. We've got a lot of things happening. Okay. I wouldn't mind a pump to 56 drop retest. So are the market makers our friend? And what happens when everybody knows about the scoop? It's too late. What do I project when Hong Kong opens now? We shall see. We shall see. Is Bitcoin going to hold this zone? Because Hong Kong can do one or two things tonight, guys. They could actually hold this range. They could stay within the Asian range itself and anticipate for tomorrow's movement. What she could do is she could actually break down a little further and come back to retest this zone before the expiration and move back to the upside. Or she could completely flip and drop continuously down to the 49 mark and hit the range daily low. And that's the thing, guys. We ain't going to know. What's going on, Matty Cole, bro? What's happening? This here is an inverted head and shoulders, which is a variation of the W formation. Okay? What we're waiting for, right? We're coming towards the open. Pay attention. Here we go. We want to see price. Pay attention to that. Keep an eye on Ethereum. Let's go. Watch how she behaves. Funny how we said tonight that Ethereum should hit. No, we said it today in the community post. The community post today. We said that Ethereum would look to hit the 200-day moving average. And you know what? For anyone that doubts the system, just please go back to retail trading, man. Get out of here, man. Crypto Ned, let me tell you something, bro. Why do I repeat? I repeat because I've said it before. I want to be a master at this shit. It might sound mad. It might sound obsessive. But come on. You know, this is a serious game. This game can change your life. This thing can really change your life. It can give you freedom. It can give you choice. Okay? But it's not an easy ride. It's not easy. You guys are at an advantage. You really are at an advantage. Like, biggest advantage possible. I don't care what anyone says. You guys have got... I think that I believe I'm helping people. I'm helping people whilst trying to improve the way I trade. Thank you, Smithy, man. Smith Will, thank you so much. Do I take nootropics? No, I don't. I'll tell you what my edge is. Okay? My edge is effectively... My edge, what gets me going in this, yeah, is I always open my charts, right? Come down in the morning. I look at my charts and I'm saying to myself, all right, you know what I'm going to say. That's what I'm like. I'm looking at the chart. I just stare at it for a few moments and I'm asking myself, okay, Mr. Market Maker, what you got for me today? How many people are you trying to screw over today? I genuinely see it like I'm in a battle, man. I'm about to fight someone. I love chess. Okay? This game is chess. This game is strategy. This game is mental. This game is metagame. Alright? If you simply think it's a case of just finding a pattern and trying to trade it off, which is what a lot of people are confusing this system about, it's not. Granted, when you become proficient in the strategy, you will be able to pull off a W. You're going to know in a moment's notice whether or not that W is going to play out. But that's how I do it. I come down and I'm like, I'm ready to try and... it's payback for me. This is payback. You know? It's payback. And you guys have got it, you know? And the problem is that the psychology discussion that's thrown out of there. I mean, look, when someone talks about psychology in this game, they only talk about fear, greed, being emotional. They're all talking about your emotions, right? Things that happen in our bodies, right? Emotions are biofeedbacks from physical experiences our bodies encounter, and they're translated into an emotion. So when you're fearful, the first thing that's happening is your body's temperature may start to rise or drop. Your heart races, pulse is going. You start to, sweat. And then you're feeling scared. You start hyperventilating yourself. You're holding your breath at the charts. You're thinking, shit, man. And then we come and look at what we talk about in this stream. And all we're doing is talking about the psychology of masses. We're talking about how the market maker is going to lure you into a trade by making you believe one thing's happening over another. Granted, we do discuss fear and greed because those are the two only indicators that the market maker uses. Those are the only indicators that the market maker uses. All right? Because he knows what we're going to do. Take the conversation that we had earlier on about the guy sitting at the coffee table with his friends. You're all sat there. Oh, wow. Your body temperature starts to rise. Retrace. Continue to the upside. That's funny, man. That's so funny. Yeah, people panic. People become the victim when initially they're the problem. All right? You panic because you're greedy. You know? If I had my time again, would I ever, if I were to start trading, if I were to come into trading, right? Someone says to me, what would you change about your previous encounter with trading? I'll say the first thing I would go for is to understand how I behave when I'm up against something that I don't know what the next outcome's going to be. Right? I'll try and focus in on that. You know, I brought books. Hold on a second, people. Diogo, thank you very much, my friend. You know, yes, you are, you know, and it's a lot to admit that. It's the biggest thing is responsibility. And when I say responsibility, I'm not talking about making sure that you take the rubbish out on a Tuesday night before the Wednesday morning skip as such. I'm talking about accepting that you fucked up. And if you can't accept that, stop. Get out. All right? Hold on. For UK, I see markets sign up for buy and sell options, bro. The buy and sell, sign up for a buy and sell options, as in options trading, bro. Because if you're in the UK and you want to open an account with IC Markets, just go for a raw account or a standard one, depending on which one. But you can open both once you've opened one. Yeah. Here we go. Super Google Lee, look, my advice to you is look, this is how PC Shed did it, guys. And I always go on about PC Shed because PC Shed he understands it. He knows the system, okay? He went back and watched everything. He had it on playing when he was doing his work. He had it playing when he was in his car. He had it playing when he was in the shower, I think. He always had it playing. Because the majority of the time, when you understand what the pattern is, when you hear me saying, wait for price to break away from the 50-day moving average. Upon it breaking, wait for it to retrace to test the zone. From that point, it's going to continue to the upside if the intention is there. You start to hear these things, and then you start to visualize them. You start staring into space, thinking about the rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. Finished. You know? Yeah, and I don't trade crypto. That's the crazy thing, man. I don't trade crypto. No, you don't have to buy a gaming PC. No, very basic feed. I'm expecting big drops on USD CAD pins to high, bang out the zone. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Before we look at some... Hold on a second. Let me just have a look at this. Let me have a look at this. Peak formation, dollar yen. Where's she at? Oh, time zones are wrong on this. I need to get this sorted out. USD CAD. Peak formation, W rise. 3 times ADR. Coming back. Let's see if this is the first leg of the M formation. 2 seconds. I really need to see this. Here we go. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin has pretty much recovered this red candle. Okay. Ethereum is looking to touch the 200-day moving average. She may actually touch this. The 50-day moving average is this blue line here. Okay. On Saturday, what we do is for the members and the Patreons, all right? So members of the YouTube channel and the Patreons themselves, I do a Saturday session, all right? It's a nice chilled session, and I talk exclusively Forex, all right? Just Forex trading. And this weekend, I'm going to be talking about how to really understand entries and exits with moving averages, all right? And the importance of, you know, making sure you understand what is happening with price at these areas. All right. So that's what's happening on Saturday. Last week, we spoke about my strategy that I use to trade Forex. This Saturday, we're going to be talking about one of the confluence factors that has to come into play for me when it comes to trading off the moving average. Okay. What time frame am I looking at right now? Well, Bitcoin right now is they're both 15-minute time frames. I just want you to realize. See, I'll be frank with you guys. My mental process right now with Bitcoin would have been this, okay? It's easy for me to say in hindsight, but you guys understand the concept behind why I would. When this candle appeared, I would have made an entry. I would have made an entry on this close of this candle because it gave me the intention that the market makers were eager to see this red candle and would have realized a very healthy return as well, okay? Likewise with Ethereum, once I saw this, I would have placed the entry on the close of this candle and rode all the way back up. My stop would have been probably down here. I probably wouldn't have even put a stop. Why? Because we understand when market makers drop price low like this candle here is effectively stopping volume. Okay? So JC Denton, the difference between joining the YouTube channel is you're a member of the channel itself and you get a chance to join the Saturday streams. Okay, you're also entitled to your own giveaway, all right? And the Patreon itself gets literally all the benefits of the members. You get a role in the Discord, plus you get daily updates. I mean, I was active today on the Patreon. I've been active every single day on the Patreon. And what I do on the Patreon is I give you my insight to what price is doing at the moment in time, but I really dive into what's really happening. I give you my whole mental process of what is happening. And I hope, you know, guys in the Patreon, that I am serving you guys well. You know, I've got intentions of doing one-to-ones with the patrons. I'm trying to get a schedule set in place so that I can accommodate everybody. All right. That's the plan. I mean, we've been doing this. I've been doing this channel for 3 weeks. You know, it's not 3 weeks old. I've been doing the stream. Not 3 weeks, sorry. I started this stream on January the 21st. And I'm just grateful that we're at 15,000 subscribers right now, which is crazy. And, you know, we've got a lot of things happening. All courtesy of, you know, Mike Dutch. He's helped me out so much. You know, make sure you join Mike Dutch's podcast. You know, the guy's gone and invested a lot of money in a podcast setup to bring you guys the crispest sound. You know, we're going to be, and I always normally go into those streams. I'm going to be doing a podcast with Mike Dutch as well. Now, that podcast, when I come into those streams, you know, we just talk about anything and everything. It's all about trading and other topics as well. But that's literally, it's a raw podcast. You know, it's a raw podcast. I just go, I lose it on there, man. I just let go and just talk. Mike Dutch is a G. PC Shed and Mike Dutch, man. No worries, man. Yeah, look, guys, do not become a patron now. Don't wait until the 1st of April. Because patrons, that's crafty, that is, I think. You know, if you were to join on the 31st of March, okay, they will charge you again on the 1st. How mad is that? What's the best place to learn the system? Zeds, the best place to learn the system is to go through the previous streams. However, in the Patreon is you're getting all the information in real time. That's the best way for me to explain it to you. Yeah? That's the best place. Yeah, the actual... And also, guys, just to let you know as well, PC Shed. He's called PC Shed because he's the go-to guy when it comes to understanding if you want certain equipment for gaming. So for any information about gaming setups, streaming, podcasts, you know, I believe, you know, media, you know, and it comes to equipment, you know, make sure you go to PC Shed. Go join his subscribe to his channel. No, the Patreon is not in the YouTube membership. The YouTube membership is, if you go to the start of my channel, the front page of my channel, it will say join. So you can click on the join button there. The links are in the description anyway. Okay. And the links for the Patreon are in the description. But guys, don't do it now. If you intend to do so, don't do it now. You're going to get charged twice and we're going to have a conversation. And you're going to say, look, I've been charged twice. And I do not want to add any workload for people that are going to be charged twice. Please don't do it. Did Mike Dutch raise the prices? Hell no, man. It might be with VAT. You might have to pay tax on it. Price, volume, support, resistance, analysis. Shut up. Signing up now. Okay, then. No, listen, the Discord is not part of the membership. The Discord is free of charge to join. When you join the Patreon, you get a role in the Discord. Okay? That's how it is. The YouTube membership, okay, gets you, okay, the Saturday streams. Because on the Saturday, I only have the chat available for the members. That's it. And I have the Patreons in there, all right, but it's an unlisted video, all right, because we don't have anyone else coming into it. It's only the members and the Patreons, all right, because that's what you're effectively paying for as such. And it makes life a lot easier because then I can answer questions because, you know, the chats can get a bit crazy in the lives, straight up, you know. And listen, you don't have to join the Patreon, guys. You don't. Straight up as well. Yeah? There's enough in the streams itself. The Patreon is there because the levels of the Patreon gets you into unlisted content, gets you daily updates, and progressively working towards doing one-to-ones with the Patreon members. You know, it's me checking in. I'm thinking of setting up a WhatsApp group for the Patreons also, because a lot of patrons send me messages and I would prefer that you would effectively message me on WhatsApp and then I can literally send you a voice note back and answer your question like that. I think that would make my life so much easier. I mean, come on. How many people think the chats get crazy? Give me a second. Hold on. Someone has asked for a coin. Wait there. I've just remembered. Someone asked for a coin. I don't know if he's still in here. ZKX, is it? ZXK, are you still here, my friend? For some reason, I'm not seeing the viewer activity. No, I'm not seeing it. People say Telegram is better. Telegram is much better. Is it really? Could also use... Yeah, right. Well, this is the next step. We're actually using... We're going to start using Snapchat. Like, bruv, like... Well, that's the thing. Like, with WhatsApp, I believe that I can... Someone said Mike Dutch changed the price. Hold on a second. I'm going to make sure I check that out. Nah, man. Nah, Mike Dutch has not done anything like that. He would never do anything like that. Nah. Mike Dutch respects everyone. He's got respect for everyone in these streams, man. He would never do that. Yeah, well, Ryan, it looks like you're going to have to. It looks like I've got to become a Snapchat member now. Looks like I've got to do that. All I want to do is I want to be able to respond to people's messages via a voice note and make life easier for myself. And I can't do that on Patreon. So if you guys can tell me what the best platform is. Yeah, and naturally the OnlyFans is gonna be open as well. Excuse me. If I'm going across all social media platforms, naturally, I've got to start an OnlyFans. You know, if we're gonna use all the platforms, fuck it, we might as well start an OnlyFans. Like, you know, you can watch me cook. I don't know. You can watch me play games. Nah, fuck that, man. Charging £900 a month for his Patreon. Like, what's he doing? You want a COD? Yeah, you're going to get a COD session with me, trust me. I believe I'm going to try and do that on Sunday. Your Brit is really coming out. You can do... okay, so guys, here we go. How many of you are in favor for Telegram? Please put 1. Please put 2 if you don't. If you're not in favor of Telegram, please put 2. If you're in favor, please press 1. Let's do it like that. One. People are favor. But I'm seeing 2s, man. I'm seeing 2s. But why? But why isn't it? Why would WhatsApp? I mean, but WhatsApp can only be set up if I personally invite you to the group. So if I share the group link to WhatsApp, if I share the WhatsApp group link, okay, to the Patreons, then naturally I'm only going to have however many patrons I have in the tiers, okay? How would I get any scammers in there? Can you make Telegram private? Yeah. Because what I want to do, the reason why I want to do it is because people message me on the Patreon, and I can speak. I can get the message across in a spoken word as opposed to typing it. And it makes life a lot easier for me to do so, because while I'm doing my own thing, I can hold my phone, I can have my headphones, and I can speak and respond accordingly. Okay then. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, happy days. I know Telegram is full of scammers, but I'm going to try and keep it. No, Telegram does have voice message. It does. Hold on, what? Please answer. What's that? What do London tomorrow? What do London tomorrow? Caps, man, look. Look, I can't tell you what happens in London tomorrow. Who knows? Yeah, tonight is a good session, guys. Tonight is a good session. I think I'm going to end the live right now, guys. But I want to thank you all, okay? We've had lovely viewers. You've got the likes up. Thank you so much. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel. All right. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight. You know, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Signal is more secure. Gailu, can you send me the message, please? Yep. So make sure that you're aware. Tomorrow, the market makers are going to do one or two things. They're either going to continue to go up or they're going to break down price. Granted, they could actually, you know, return price back down to a certain zone before they continue to the upside. All right. But just be mindful tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Please be mindful. Mad love to all of you. Respect to all of you. And thank you so much. And I hope it's helped tonight, guys. We switched it up tonight, man. We made it like a bit of a podcast. Forgive me if I haven't seen any of your coins. And those who have donated, please forgive me. Okay. But I will do it in the next stream. God bless you guys, and mad love to all of you, man. Good night, Beast Motivation. Thank you, my friend. Take it easy, guys.